Hi guys, hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, click like, give me a subscribe, put a note in the comments about the type of RTS or simulation games you like to play. Today, this is part 9, Temple Strike of my GDI Command & Conquer Remastered campaign. This is the final part in the GDI campaign on Remastered. Thank you.
We found him, Commander. Kane's temple and base of operations. This field operative's covert transmission came to us live just 5 minutes ago, so there's no doubt that Kane's inside. He surrounded himself with his own crack militia. Getting to him won't be easy.
Okay then.
Ironic, isn't it? Kane's planted his temple just outside of Sarajevo. If that sounds familiar, it's because that's where another madman started World War I. Here we are, trying to stop this madman from doing it again. Commander, there is to be no quarter given. No leniency in dealing with Kane and his zealots. Wipe his temple off the face of the earth. Destroy the bastard. Or prepare to die trying.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, so here we go then. Now this mission did take me quite a while to complete. It did take me over 3 hours in all. Naturally, I did not expect you guys to sit through all of that. I have trimmed it down as much as I possibly could. But unfortunately, it is still quite a long video, coming in at like 50 odd minutes at the end of the day. Like I say, I did trim it down as much as I possibly could, and I've speeded it up in places and everything as well. So I have done what I can. So here we are, starting off. We start off literally with our MCV and one tank. That is it. That is our beginning. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to plant my tank on the bridge here, just to block the flame tank.
Yes, sir.
And let my tank take care of the flame tank. My Abrahams there, and move my construction vehicle across to a better part of the map. I've also had a couple of goes on this map as well, just to kind of familiarise myself with it. I've also noticed the game does cheat on this map if you let it. So, but we'll come to that a bit later on.
Moving out. Moving out.
Okay, so I'm going to position my construction vehicle just down here between those hills there, between those sort of mountainous rocky areas. It's quite a good defensive position actually. You'll see why. It doesn't look that good, but it is actually better than I thought at first.
Moving out.
Okay, so unloading my
New construction
MCV.
options.
Okay,
Building.
just building up my power station.
Waiting order. Moving out.
Going to scout out some of the area where the Tiberium is.
Construction complete.
Okay, so any moment now the time is going to increase rapidly. The speed of the video is going to pick up, make it a bit quicker.
New construction options.
Unit report. Moving out.
And here we go. Like I say, with the powers of video editing, I've speeded things up. So I'm going to find a place to put my barracks. Put my barracks there. I know my barracks is getting shot at by the gun turret, but also I did that deliberately to make room for my Tiberium refinery right next to the Tiberium. So while the gun turret is focusing on my barracks, I am actually destroying the gun turret with my 2 rocket soldiers and Abrahams there, which I created. As I say, this might look like a very clever position, but it's actually a good place. You'll see why as I get rid of that Tiberium to the left hand side of my base there. So another power station up. Got to get a guard tower up early on this map as well. Okay, so there's the first enemy units coming down. Rocket and flame troops. Just run them over with my Abrahams, that's it. Nice and easy. Pays as well to have a repair facility on this map for sure. And also now I'm getting up an advanced guard tower. That's also a thing to get up early on this map as well. Helps you out an awful lot. Okay, just going to build a couple more troops. The reason I'm going to station my troops I've just built onto the left hand side of the map here, that is because in that region, if you let the game just progress on its own without doing anything, the Nod forces will produce from nowhere an obelisk, and that is detrimental to what I'm trying to do here. So yeah, like I said, there's a bit of a cheat in the game on the AI side, where on the left hand side of the map they will produce a couple of buildings later, which I'm deliberately going to let them produce because I'm going to nick them with my engineers, but also very important I keep troops there because, as I say, the enemy will try and produce an obelisk, but they can't do that if there's a unit in the way, so that's why I put them there strategically. So that's a bit of a game cheat. The game AI does cheat on that one. And as I get rid of some of that Tiberium ore there, I'm also then going to start moving my base across to the left hand side, which again is a very good defensive position. Okay, so flame tank's going for my guard tower, but that's gone. Repair my guard tower as well. Always keep a bit of spare cash as well, just for repairs of your base and things like that. It's always best. Might as well knock out that SAM site there while I can, because it's just there. So I'm just going to build a couple of engineers, or an engineer ready. There we go. See, enemy from nowhere produced a hand of Nod. I mean, how that's not connected to anything, but they still managed to produce one. So yep. So engineer to take the hand of Nod, flame troop to take care of the enemy infantry that was there. Job's a good one. They're also going to produce a power station over there next to the hand of Nod shortly as well. So I'm just here. I'm getting rid of some Tiberium to make way for my buildings to move across. Going to make another power station. Okay, so now they're trying to knock out my infantry there with a stealth tank. The reason they're trying to kill the infantry there is that's because where Nod wants to produce the obelisk. As I said, it's a game cheat because the game AI shouldn't be able to do that without any of the surrounding units or anything, or without any kind of construction yard. But no, I need to keep that area covered by my infantry, because otherwise I'll put an obelisk up and they'll start knocking out the the buildings I've captured there, the hand of Nod, and also the power station when they produce that as well, and when I nick it. So under attack again. As I say, I'm repairing my Abraham's tank there as well. It is very good, definitely, to have. There we go. See, from nowhere came an enemy power station. That is the game AI cheating.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
So yeah, as I said, the game AI just cheated. It's a bit cheeky there. I'm going to take care of that. I'm going to produce an engineer shortly, take the power station, use it as my own.
Building. Unit ready.
Also, the game will be speeding up again shortly. So I just want to highlight that point for you guys, hence I have slowed it down for a while just now. Yeah, I will be picking the pace up again. I did have a bit of bad luck for the times on the job as well. Hence the fact that, like I say, my original attempt to take 3.5 hours, so that's why I had to put it down as best I can.
Unit.
Repaired. Our base is under...
Advanced guard tower is definitely a very good thing to have. Makes a big difference, especially in conjunction with the normal guard tower as well. And also I'm using my Abraham's tank to help with the vehicles that come my way, so it's all good. They're all kind of supporting each other. Again, the more enemy tanks keep coming. Also as well, by having this kind of setup in this position, like I said, my base is well defended, but also as well, the enemy are having trouble taking my base because I'm guarding my entire base with a normal guard tower, an advanced guard tower, and an Abraham's tank. That is it. I don't need lots of defences all over the place, costing me money and draining my energy, draining my power. Also in a little while I'm going to produce an advanced communication centre, which of course, as those of you who have played this game before will know, once I get that up, that will give me the ion cannon, which is a good benefit to have as well. I see the enemy on the very left hand side of the map, far left of the map there, and situated some engineers. I don't know why or what they're going to use them for, because I don't think those engineers will get to my base, so it's a bit pointless them positioning them right there. But anyway, not to worry, I will take care of those guys later on. As I said, my strategic placement of where my base started is actually giving me great cover, because I'm defending it with minimal resources really. Okay, so one more harvester run and I'll have enough money, 2,800 required to produce the advanced communication centre. Also, that's a good Tiberium location there as well. You'll notice the two sort of plants that produce Tiberium as well, so that's also handy. So over time the Tiberium will gradually sort of grow back in that area. There we go. I've now started my construction of my advanced communication centre. They still keep sending the odd unit to me, but my positioning of my units there and of my base defences is taking care of them nicely. I see the pathfinding of my harvester still isn't amazing. I know there's been a couple of updates to the remastered version, including this, which is this one. But again, the pathfinding still is a little bit to be desired on this game. It hasn't really ever been completely ironed out, which is a shame. Okay, so I'm going to produce a scout there, and then I'm going to send my scout over to the far left of the map, take out those engineers, saves them trying to use them on me later, and also I'm going to then use my scout to clear some of the terrain so I can see what's going on a bit more. So there we go. Nod placed 5 engineers there, which is quite a useless exercise because I found them and killed them, so that's all good. Okay, just unveiling more of the terrain here. There's a lot of guard towers and things on this map as well. So I'm just uncovering where they are. I'm planning to use my ion cannon when I have it also to knock out a few of the gun emplacements. A good thing on this level is, even though the game has cheated a little bit earlier on, is if you knock out the gun emplacements and SAM sites, they don't come back. So at least that's one benefit. Aha, there's an obelisk. Okay, and there's part of a base there. So I believe that's like a smaller ancillary base with only a few bits and bobs in it. It's not their main operating base, but at least I know where it is. So I'm getting an engineer ready and an APC as well. I'm going to do the engineer APC trick. Going to get an iron cannon ready and then take out the obelisk with the iron cannon. And there we go, there's the obelisk gone, courtesy of my iron cannon. Okay, the APC's taking some damage. I'm going to use it just to scout just a little bit as well. I know it's not necessarily wise to do that with an APC, but especially one loaded with an engineer, but see what's going on. Okay, it's nearly dead. Right, I'm going to take over the airstrip there, so we can get some send in some flame tanks and things. Got a flame unit, excellent. Although my airstrip's taking damage, I'm probably going to have to sell it off before too much longer. Yeah, I better sell that soon actually. Oh, there we go. At least I sold it just in time. I know it didn't look like that, but I did. Also got 2 flame tanks on the go. There we go. Might as well start destroying this base, knocking bits out.
Nuclear weapon launched.
Okay. Enemies launched a nuclear weapon. Okay. I'm a bit concerned where this is going to hit.
Unit lost.
On the top part of my base. This is where my defences were. Okay. So I'm going to have to repair my defences and get those back up there. So yeah, I slowed the game down deliberately just for that, just to warn you guys. The enemy does use nukes on this level. So I've increased the speed again with the powers of video editing. But like I say, just be mindful when you're playing this level. The enemy does have nukes. But straight away, I'm also rebuilding a guard tower immediately, because an advanced guard tower, because yes, that's always a good thing to have. But at least I haven't knocked out my my advanced communication center, which is good. And even my Abraham's tank didn't get completely destroyed, which is a surprise. Took some good damage, but it didn't get destroyed. And there we go, I iron cannoned one of their gun turrets there. Okay, I guess another Humvee off to scout. Okay, so there's a gun turret hiding there. Okay, another source of Tiberium up in the top of the map here. Okay, there's a couple of obelisks there as well, but that is their main base in that area on the top left of the map. So now at least I know where that is. Yeah, if you notice here in this part of this former piece of enemy base, there's only a SAM site left, but somehow, a bit later on, out of distance from the SAM site, they were able to produce a hand of nod in that area. So again, that's a game AI cheat. One you need to be mindful of and and watch out for. Again, I'm rebuilding my repair facility because I need that back up. Okay, I lost my flame tank there, not to worry. Move the Abrahams out of the way, there we go, repair the Abrahams. Okay, I'm going to get another silo up as well. Because you do need quite a bit of money in this level, so it's good to have at least 2 silos. But as I said, now that I've got those units back up, I am destroying the enemy that come for me with minimal fuss, really. Oh, they've got a stealth tank into my base, but not a problem, it's gone. Ah, there we go, see? So they also reproduced an airstrip. Again, that's an AI cheat. So Hand of Nod they reproduced again, and also reproduced an airstrip. I forgot about that. So yes, you do have to be careful on this level. The game does cheat. But I've nicked it again, so not to worry. I'll see if I can produce... yeah, I'm going to go for a recon bike this time. Nice fast little bike. I'm probably going to lose it in their base straight away, but let's just see what I can scout out. Okay, so I lost a bike to all their infantry that were there, but, and this is very, very important, the obelisks didn't open up on me. So they didn't have enough power to run the obelisks, with the fact I've wiped out the power stations in that small little bit of base there as well. So at least that's something on my side. But it's pretty. I'm going to have to sell it off. Yeah, there we go. I might just salvage it. Okay. I thought I was going to have to sell off the airstrip, but anyway, not to worry. Okay, I'm going to try and keep that airstrip going, to be fair. It is kind of useful. Their stealth tanks are pretty awesome, but they are weak as well, so that is the thing with them. Which is in my favour, I can't complain. Their best tanks, they get stealth tanks. My best tanks, I get mammoth tanks. So, you know, there's no real comparison there, to be fair. Although I'm going to lose that bit of fight, yeah. Okay. I'm better off selling that airstrip. It's too far away from my base to support it properly. They're just going to keep destroying anything I take there, so... Oh, I lost a guard tower. Okay, going to reproduce that. But first of all, I'm going to produce a couple of rocket soldiers. Get them to engage the tank. And get some infantry on the other soldier. On the enemy soldier, I should say. Alright, there we go. That's that. Now, all those guys there. Quite a lot of infantry they have there. Okay, so just letting the money build up there quickly. Right, I'm just contemplating my next move. There we go. Iron cannon strike on all the way of infantry. All those guys produced for nothing. Right, I'm going to try another APC engineer combo. It's always a good combo to do when you're GDI. This time I'm considering taking it into the main base, seeing if I can locate their construction yard. Although I don't think that's going to happen on this occasion. Oh, no, okay. So already they've produced too many rocket soldiers for me to get an APC in there. Okay, I might have to change tactics on that one. And they're also building up some infantry in that base there as well. Better get an advanced guard tower back up, because I do need it. Okay, just having a quick look around. So what I'm going to do next. Decisions. That is the thing. Harvester. Harvester taking the long way round on the pathfinding. Okay, time to get some more units back up. Engineer APC combo, but I'm going to have to probably clear the way a bit first for me to do that, really. They've got a couple of harvesters on the go as well outside their base. Yeah, I'm going to hide my APC just there behind those trees. Iron cannon their infantry, get my APC into the base nice and quick. Okay, there's a construction yard. That's really... Oh, no. Oh. I thought I was going to get my engineer into construction yard then, obviously not. So I'm going to have to try a different plan, I think. I will get an APC and engineer ready again, but I might have to try a different tactic altogether. Right, so load up the APC again. Hopefully I can come up with a better way to do this. Okay, I'm going to hide the APC again in a close to their base. Oh, it's getting shot at. Move it through the gap. Okay, iron cannon will be ready fairly soon as well. So I'm going to use that to my advantage. Iron cannon the troops again. See if we can see if I can get my engineering this time. Oh, again? That's 3 times now. 3 times. Crazy. Ah. Well, I'm getting frustrated with this. I'm going to have to do something completely different altogether, I reckon, because this is getting too much now. Yeah, that's a bit of blow to my morale there. That's not good. I've got to come up with something different. Right, this time, you know what? I'm going to go for a few mammoth tanks. Bit of brute force. Over trying to be stealthy and sneaky. I'm just going to try and pummel the hell out of a lot of their stuff. I'm going to go with that option. GDI does have, the biggest, most powerful units available, so I'm going to take advantage of that fact, I think. We've got quite a sizable bit of infantry there as well again. So some rocket soldiers, flame troops, and an engineer or two as well. Okay. I might have to do something about that. And there's one of the harvesters as well. If I deny their harvesters from getting back to the base, that'll help. So I iron cannon one of their gun turrets. Get that out of the way. Right, okay, it's going to take a while to produce these mammoth tanks. I was thinking of maybe getting about 4 or possibly even 6 of them together, but that is taking a while. So I'm going to start destroying some of these ancillary units around, like gun emplacements, SAM sites lower down away from the base, just to make my task a bit easier later. Good thing about the mammoth tanks as well is they can repair themselves to 50% if they take damage. So a good force to keep having. There we go, there's one of the harvesters gone, so that's one that's not going to make it back. If I start affecting their finances, that will make a difference. Okay, they're sending down some tanks now because I destroyed one of their harvesters. The enemy always goes mental when you destroy a harvester. Okay, here's one of their light tanks. Sorry, but light little T62 has no chance against a couple of mammoths. It's not going to happen. They're still producing units though, so they've still got money coming in. Okay, iron cannon there, yeah, the gun turret there. Right, so Just having a little bit of a scout around here as well, just to see if there's anything I can work on and destroy without having to go into the base directly. There we go. If I go for the SAM site there, maybe put a few holes in their wall as well, might help me get units in that way sneakily as opposed to through the front door. Yeah, create a couple of gaps in the wall, that'll help me out later. Oh, actually it won't, because there's trees in the way. When I came up with that plan, I forgot about that part. Okay, so I've got 3 mammoths now. I might actually continue on with that as is, because as I say, producing the mammoths does take a long time, because they cost 1,500 each. So it's like you need more than 2 full loads of harvested Tiberium to produce that. So we go iron cannon them, nick the hand of Nod, and send out a flame troop. And then finish off their remaining infantry with my mammoth tanks. Fantastic. Okay, there's a SAM site gone. I'm going to start knocking out more of their gun turrets. Also, there's a good rocket trick as well from the mammoths. If you're facing completely the opposite direction, if your mammoth turret is facing completely the opposite direction to where the enemy is, and then you spin the turret around rapidly, it automatically fires a rocket at the enemy, which is good. Helps out with getting rid of infantry. Send them the wrong way, and then suddenly turn them back around. There we go, just like that. Or just run over the infantry, that helps as well. It's good to keep mammoths on the move though, because yes, they do repair themselves, but keep them moving as well. It will just help them get away from any enemy, to give them a bit of time just to repair a bit. Okay, so one mammoth is damaged. I want to get that out of the way. And there we go. So that is most of our gun turrets and everything destroyed. Okay, whatever that was has been wiped out. I've wiped that out with my iron cannon on the top of the map there. So I produce called MLRS as well, because I'm thinking, at least I'm hoping, they will knock down their transport aircraft when they're delivering a unit. They may or may not do that, I can't remember, but I'm thinking if I position called MLRS on the flight path, maybe that might give me an edge. And also as well, by positioning my tanks here, I'm going to block the way for their harvesters coming to and from their base. There we go, like a bunch of angry hornets. They're coming for me because I'm attacking a harvester, but not to worry. Produce a couple of little flame soldiers. Guard this area, although they're not going to have any chance against the attack. Not to worry.
Our base is under attack.
know he's got no chance against the tank.
Unit lost.
Oh, there's a stealth tank there somewhere. I've just heard it.
Repairing.
I was going to try and keep that
Yes, moving out.
that's kind of not in place, but I don't think that's going to
Got
happen.
it. Moving out. Moving out. Right away, sir.
So
Structure
I'll sell it off and
sold.
get rid of it. So you keep it's too much hassle just trying to keep it in place.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
And there's Mammoth tank's got some awesome firepower. There we go, you see what I mean about the turrets having to spin round?
Unit.
Just
Yes,
turrets spin
sir.
round
Yes,
one way.
acknowledged.
They fire
Yes,
a rocket as well,
affirmative.
which
Moving out.
makes a big difference.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Keep them in situ there, that'll help out. Let them repair themselves.
Ion cannon ready.
So I've got the iron cannon ready again.
Select
Trying to
target.
knock out one of the other gun turrets. That's how it
Ion
goes.
cannon charging.
I'm not knocking out the obelisks there just because they can't use them. They don't have enough electrical power to use them anyway, so that's fine. And obviously I've just speeded up the game again. Just seeing if there's any way I could knock out some more of the wall near to where I'll send my units through, but I don't think I can, which is a bit of a shame. I do love their stealth tanks, but it's pity they're not more powerful. So I'm going to produce another mammoth. Give me 4. Again, they do have a lot of units up there, up in their top base. A lot of infantry and everything. A couple of engineers in there. Sometime later I'm also going to go for trying to capture some more of their stuff. But I think I'm going to have to do them some more damage before I work on that. Oh, they're sending a harvester back to me. Nice one. Let's get rid of it. And here come the hornets again. Because I attack the harvester, they send something after you straight away. Get rid of the little flame tank. Okay, one of my mammoths is nearly destroyed, so I better try and hide that if I can. Reposition my other mammoths just to give it cover. Okay, so there we go, 4 mammoth tanks in action now. And they're going to send another harvester down towards me. Excellent, this is good. Because it means they're getting through the money they've accumulated. But if I can stop money getting back to them, then it's all good for me. So I'm just going to hide my APC in a good position. Oh. Ah, okay, they've got an obelisk going again. Okay, somehow they must have found a way to produce enough power now. Okay, I'm going to be careful then. Okay, there we go. Again, they've still got units coming in, including harvesters, I believe. So also as well, I've just realised, although I positioned my MLRS on the supply aircraft flight path, nothing seems to be happening to them. So it looks like my MLRS are not doing the trick that I wanted, but okay. I'm just going to scout out here. Okay, that's nice to know. Well, I'm going to capture the power station. Hopefully that'll affect the overall power consumption. And they've sent a nuke again. Oh, bugger. Right, that was a bit of... That was a bit of a disaster. I'm going to have to produce an advanced guard tower again as soon as I can. There's a temple, which is what I need to kill, but I'm going to have to get some more units up and ready first. Well, I'll finish off that harvester when it comes back around though. It comes back down to me. They're sending a lot of infantry after me now. A lot of rocket soldiers and flame troops. So a little bit of clever manoeuvring here. Let's get them all destroyed. Okay, their harvester's gone. There goes the harvester. I'm looking on the radar map as well. They've got no harvester going on by the looks of it up on the top right of the map there, which is exactly where I would send a harvester if I were them. So they're actually doing me a favour there. Okay, I'm going to use my MLOS just to break a hole in the wall on this side. I'll try and snip in my my engineers and the APCs that way instead. Okay, that was cheeky as well. See that? They sold off an obelisk to produce infantry, then rebuilt the obelisk, and then sold it again to produce more infantry. So that's definitely a bit of a game cheat there. I also just sent an iron cannon strike on their temple. Let them have that. Oh, just need to get me in. Hey, I've got a construction yard. Fantastic. Oh, I was hoping to be able to produce a temple allowance and get a nuclear missile on the go, but I'm not able to do that. Oh well, that's a shame. So I sold off the construction yard. Might as well take the money at least. And they're sending a harvester again. Excellent. That's an easy kill for me. Coming after me with all the infantry just because I've attacked a harvester. They really do not like you attacking harvesters, eh? They get very upset about that. Oh, that's a shame. I also just produced an advanced guard tower. That's now regarding my base. Okay, so time to take over something else now. Oh, hello. Oh, that's cheeky. That is cheeky. They have got another construction yard. Well, I'm going to have that. Just because I can. So let's get a new APC up because I lost the last one. Oh, what's our iron cannon this time? Yeah, I'll take out one of their power stations just to ensure they don't have enough power to run an obelisk, because I do have an obelisk still at the main temple. So there we go, take their construction yard, thank you, run over that soldier, or kill him, shoot him, whichever. What's over this side? Okay, there's their silos, fantastic. Well, their silos are looking nice and empty, so that's good for me. I've still got one engineer in this APC, so what should I take over next? No, I'll take one of the refineries, sell it off, get some cash. Yeah, I'm going to produce an airstrip for myself. I do like some of the enemy vehicles, and they're quite cheap as well compared to the vehicles I have. I mean, okay, the tank is going to kill those infantry guys, but not to worry, you've got to make sacrifices, eh? It's definitely good in this game as well to capture some of the enemy facilities, because you can never underestimate the enemy technology. Enemy technology can be pretty good, regardless of which faction you're playing. If you're playing as GDI or if you're playing as Nod, it is always good to capture some of the other opposing technology, because some of it is pretty good. I mean, for the Nod troops, I'd say flame tanks are pretty good, and so are flame infantry. Those are two major bonuses, I think, in my view. If you're playing GDI, then yeah, mammoth tanks are definitely very good on that side of things. And also APCs for getting engineers around the battlefield quickly, and when you can, not that I've always been able to, slit them past enemy defences. So yes, that's always a bonus. I'm just contemplating my next move here, just checking out what's going on with the radar map. So clearly they've still got a gun turret, which I haven't taken care of yet, just to the right of the cursor in the middle of the screen there. My harvester's still working away. I've still got the construction yard in the top right of the base, the top right hand corner of the map. So yeah, okay, I'm just going to take out that gun emplacement in a little while. Oh, so many things to destroy and not much of them left. So what to go for next? Actually, yeah, I'll go for the... Yeah, oh, they sold it off to get the infantry. That's fine. That's not a problem. So yeah, it's definitely going well and truly in my favour now. Time to focus, I think, on the power stations first. Because without power, they can't run anything else. Which, in fact, actually, if I knock out the power stations, they shouldn't be able to use their temple, I believe. At least I'm hoping. Because I've had enough of getting nuclear strikes. Okay, so they produce another harvester by selling off something. Okay, fine. Knock out the airstrip, thank you. But there's no Tiberium over the left-hand side of the map where that harvester's gone to anyway, so that's fine. Knock out the remaining refinery. So the harvester's now got no refinery to go back to. It's all going very, very well. Just I like this. There we go. Knock out the power station first. Now the Hand of Nod. Take out their infantry there. That's it. Send me the harvester. Thank you very much indeed. Fantastic.
Moving out. Yes.
So, time to consider finishing off their temple. It's been a long time coming, this has.
GDI building captured.
Hey, GDI building captured. Oh dear. Looking quickly at the radar screen there. Top right of the map. Yeah, everything's all right down there. I believe they've taken over that construction yard. You cheeky sods. Right, okay, so I'm going to speed things up again. Crack on. I'm going to retake that construction yard. Not that I need to, but just because I can. Start destroying all their stuff here as well. That was a bit cheeky last ditch attempt, eh? You know, they've got nothing left. They've got pretty much no money to build anything. I'll just use 9 cannon on one of the remaining gun turrets. And still they're trying to give me a hard time. Even though I have pretty much won now, really. It's a case of just wiping out the bits and pieces that remain. Yep, I will have the construction yard back. Thank you very much indeed. There we go. Right, let's start finishing them off. Knocking out the SAM sites gave me an airstrike, which is fantastic. I was surprised. I didn't think it would knock out 4 on the silos, but it did. Playing that.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Excellent. Now, it did take me quite a while to get there. Like I say, 3.5 hours in all on this particular level. but well worth it in the end.
We've taken serious. The temple's been blown all to hell. We need to get out of here before...
Sir, topside has suffered significant damage. Structural integrity has been compromised. I estimate GDI will have access to this command center in approximately 20 minutes.
And there we go. There we see Kane getting collapsed into some rubble. But as we know, well, he arrives again later on in subsequent games. So, oh, tell lie. Sorry, it was 2 hours 43 for the level. I thought I was over 3.5, but it did take me quite a while all the same. So I did cut it down as best I could for you guys.
Nations officials have confirmed that Global Defense Initiative assault troops successfully attacked and destroyed the alleged Sarajevo headquarters of the Brotherhood of Nod. This ends a 3-day siege, which saw GDI and Nod forces engaged in mortal combat. Eyewitnesses and survivors report that, although evenly matched, the GDI forces employed superior tactics and strategy, outmaneuvering Nod in what was termed an epic battle. Quoting from a written statement issued earlier today, UN Secretary of Defense Dr. Charles Olivetti praised the men and women of the UN-funded GDI, calling them, quote, tireless defenders of freedom and heroes to history, unquote. Although refusing to disclose specific totals, Dr. Olivetti confirmed reports that heavy casualties were sustained by both sides. Kane, the single-named charismatic Nod leader, and self-proclaimed prophet, is among those missing and assumed dead. Discovery and destruction of the Nod Command Center ends more than 3 years of continued escalating violence, sparked by that organization's international terrorist activities. World reaction has been mixed.
Okay guys, there we have it. Thank you very much indeed for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed my content in general, please give me a like, click subscribe, put a note in the comments about the RTS and simulation games you like to play, and check out my future videos on Command & Conquer Remastered from the Nod side of things. Thank you very much indeed.